Hello everyone and welcome back. So today we will learn about how to monitor Redis with Prometheus and Grafana. So Redis is a type of database that's really fast and commonly used in various applications. So you need to make sure it's working well, and with Prometheus collecting data and Grafana visualizing it, you can create dashboard to monitor it in real time. So for prerequisites, you should have an AWS account with Ubuntu instance running. Then you should have basic knowledge of AWS services and Prometheus and Grafana. So let's move on to the practical. First step is install Redis on Ubuntu. So before installing the Redis, update the system before installing it. The command is sudo apt update. Now our packages are updated. So next, download the GPG key from the Redis package repository. Let's copy the command and paste it. After that, add the repository to the apt index. After adding the repository, update it. For that, command is sudo apt update. This command will update our package list. Now our packages are updated. Next step is installing the Redis. So for that, command is sudo apt-get install Redis. Say yes. Now Redis is installed on our system. So the next step is installing the Prometheus on our Ubuntu machine. So first, from the GitHub repository, download the latest version of Prometheus. So let's copy the command and paste it. As you can see, the latest version of Prometheus is installed. Downloaded, sorry. Then the next step is extracting the downloaded archives. Now our downloaded archives are extracted. You can see the files present in it here in the output. So next, move into the extracted directory using the cd command. Now once we are inside this directory, navigate to the etc systemmd system command, system directory, sorry. This is where the typically systemd unit files are located. So let's run this command. Now let's create a service named prometheus.service. The command is sudo prometheus.service, where vi is our text editor. Enter in insert mode, pressing I. This is the code for our Prometheus.service file. Here in the unit section, the description say equals to Prometheus and describes the service as Prometheus. Then wants equal to network online dot target indicates that this service wants to network to be online before starting, and after equals to network hyphen online dot target, it wants the service start after the network is online. Sorry, it ensures that this service starts after the network is online. Then inside the service section, the exact start, it specifies to start the Prometheus service, and restart always means you should the service should be restarted automatically if it exists, and in exit start you should give the path to your Prometheus file. Then in install section, wants file equal to default dot target. This specifies that this service should be started automatically when the system boots up. So let's copy the code, paste it. Now exit the insert mode, pressing escape. Then save the file using folder WQ and exit. Hit enter. Now reload the daemon service to verify our file is correct. For that, use the sudo systemctl daemon-reload command. This will reload the daemon. Next, then enable the Prometheus.service. After enabling it, start the service. Now, after starting the service, check its status to see if it's running properly or not. For that, the command is sudo systemctl status Prometheus.service. And you can see our Prometheus.service is active and running properly. And if it's running properly, then you can run the Prometheus by running the public IP address of your instance with the port number 9090. So paste it in URL section, semicolon 9090, which is default port number for Prometheus. Run it, and you can see your Prometheus web page is open. Now the next step is installing the Grafana on Ubuntu. So first, import the GPG key. Let me open the new tab for the editor. Now paste the command of Grafana. Now GPG key is imported. After that, add the Grafana repository to the apt resources. So copy the command, paste it, hit enter. Now once it's updated, update the package list before installing the Grafana. So let's run the sudo apt update command. Now once packages are updated, install the Grafana. Command is sudo apt install Grafana. Say yes. Now the Grafana is installed. So first, let's start the Grafana server. Enable the Grafana server. After this, you can check if it's running or not by again running the public IP address in your URL section with the port number 3000, which is the default port number for Grafana. Hit enter. As you can see, our Grafana page is loaded. Now for the username and password, to log in into the Grafana, admin is the default username and password. After logging in, it will ask you to change the password and to set the new password. You can just skip the step or set the new password if you want. Now this is the welcome page of the Grafana. Now Grafana is also installed. So the next step is creating the user group and user for Prometheus. So let's run this command. This command will create a user group and user named Prometheus. Now next step is download and install the Redis Exporter. So first install the Redis Exporter using this command. After that, extract the downloaded archives by running this command. Now the file is extracted and you can see the extracted files here in the output. After that, move the binary file to the appropriate directory. So let's move the binary file. You can check if Redis is installed or not by running this command redis underscore exporter hyphen version. Shows the version of our Redis exporter which is installed. It also shows its build date. So next is configuring the Redis exporter service. So first we will create a service for a Redis exporter. try to enter the insert code. So this is the code for our Redis Exporter dot service. Here in the unit section, the description Prometheus again. This describes the service as Prometheus. Then the documentation, it provides a link to the documentation for the service. Then wants equals to network hyphen online dot target. This describes the service requires networking to be available before starting, and after equals to network hyphen online dot target specifies the service should be start after the network is online. Then in service section, the type is simple. It says user is Prometheus and group is Prometheus, which we have given in the fourth step. Then exec reload. This command specifies to execute when the service need to be reloaded. And exec start will start the service, our Redis Exporter service mainly. And the log format is text, namespace is Redis, and it also mention the port number to which the Redis service will listen, and it also specifies the path to which expose the Prometheus matrix. The restart is always means the service should always be restarted if it exists unexpectedly. Then in the install section, wanted by equals to multi hyphen user dot target. This section specifies that the service should be enabled and started when the system reaches the multi-user target. So let's copy the code. Paste it. Escape. Then colon W. We'll get the file. To see if our service is running or not, let's first reload the daemon. The command is sudo systemctl daemon -reload. Then enable our Redis Exporter service. And finally, let's start the service. To see if our service is running properly or not, let's run the systemctl status Redis Exporter command. It is a sudo as you can see, our Redis Exporter service is active and running. Now the next step is configuring the Redis Exporter endpoint in Prometheus configuration. So for that, let's move to the directory where our Prometheus file is present. Let me just open another tab. Now we are in the Prometheus directory. Now let's edit the Prometheus.yaml file. Nano is our text editor. Now here in the Prometheus.yaml file, we are going to add this particular code. It has the information about our Redis server, like the job name is Redis, then its target to which port it's targeting, which is localhost 9121. So let's copy this particular block and paste it. Save it. After this, restart the Prometheus service. Now our service, Prometheus service is started. So let's check if it's configured or not. So first go to the Prometheus, then go to status and targets. As you can see, our Redis export is up and running. You can even check it by running the public IP address with its port number, which is 9121. You can see our Redis Exporter web page. So to create a dashboard for our Redis Exporter, first go to the Grafana page, then in the home bar, in the connection, select the data sources, click on add data source. Here you can search for the Prometheus. We'll just select the, as you can see, the data source is added. Now in the Prometheus server URL, give the URL on which your Prometheus service is running right now. So let's copy it. Paste it. Scroll down. Click on the save and test. And as you can see, our Prometheus is successfully queried. So in the top right corner, go to the plus icon and click on new dashboard. We will create our own dashboard for the Redis Exporter. Click on add visualization. You can even import your own dashboard. So let's select add visualization. Select the data source as Prometheus. So here we are going to give a query for our dashboard. So in the metric, you can even open the metric explorer. There are many queries present for your metric. So we will run the query info underscore gc underscore duration underscore seconds sum. You can see this query here. So what this query does, it gives the total sum of all observed values for the base metric, a summary of the pause duration of garbage collection cycle. So let's select this query. In the label filters, select the label as instance, then select the value as localhost 9090. Let's add another query. Click on add query option. Now for another metric, we will use Redis underscore CPU underscore user seconds total. So this will give the CPU user seconds total metric to us. So let's select it. As table filter, select the label job, select the value as Redis, and click on the run queries. You can see this in a time series visualization. You can even change your visualization format, like to the bar chart or to the gauge, even in steps. It shows in statistic format. You can even save your dashboard by pressing Ctrl+S. Give the appropriate title for your dashboard, like Redis monitoring, and save it. You learn the setting up the monitoring with Prometheus and Grafana for your Redis database, and it helps you to keep an eye on how well your Redis is doing and making sure it's healthy, fast, and reliable. And by following these steps we just talked about, you can make sure that Prometheus is gathering all the important data from your Redis setup, and then you can use your Grafana to see all this data in the visualization format, in different visualization format. So overall, by using the Prometheus and Grafana, you can ensure that your Redis is running smoothly and it's performing well. That's all for today, guys. Thank you.